All right, Liam. It's good to see you. I guess just when I'm speaking to any clients after they've gotten a job, I mean, because it's awesome, but you know, we wanna share the struggle because we all see the end result and we're like, yeah, it's easy for you to say. And I guess where I want to start is, kind of like where are you from and how did you get to the UK?
Well, firstly, I come from Hong Kong and I've started studying in the UK since I was 13 years old, as my parents always wants me to be an international person, uh, learn more about English, and yeah, just basically want me to study in the UK. Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, in terms of sort of staying here, working here, when did that all start for you? How long has that been something you wanted to do?
Well, that started when I finished my time in high school. I really like UK, the environment, the diversity, and how people approach things. And everyone was very kind, kind, and that's why I want to be here. I want to stay here and start my career here.
Yeah, so just tell us about what it was like for you, sort of initially starting to look for jobs in the UK and kind of putting it into practice rather than, we sort of have an idea, we have a dream, and then we apply ourselves. So what was that process like for you?
So, well, obviously, I know it will be very difficult for an international student who doesn't have a right to work status in the UK to get a job here and have a professional career. And initially, well, I applied a lot of jobs with my own CV and cover letter, but then, well, I've always have reject letter because I don't know why at first, but then after that, I try to contact Mike. I find Mike on Facebook, and from that, I managed to get some help from him. He helped me to tailor my CV and cover letter for every applications, and from that, well, still I have some rejection letter, but then I have quite 2 or 3 interviews. Finally, I managed to achieve one offer with a consultancy, and I'm very grateful with that. And overall, it was definitely a difficult process. And so from my experience, I've applied 50 jobs. So, and I've around 15 to 20 rejections, which wasn't easy for me. Well, in like some of the time I was going to give up, but Mike always said, hey, don't give up, with the experience and my help and the techniques you have and the personalities, you would definitely get a job eventually. It just takes time, and yeah.
I mean, you're a super lovely guy. You're really chilled out. Just for the benefit of anybody watching, it wasn't sort of, because I think initially we were saying before that you first came across us in like September 2020.
Yeah.
And then I think you bought a course from us.
Yes, I do.
Which is like the interview success system. It sounds like it should be fake, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, initially I bought the course and watched some of the videos, and I thought, oh my god, this is so useful. When I have the interview, so I called the Mike again and said, oh, I want to join your program. Yeah,
and that was cool because I think I think the first experience that we had was I was on the treadmill, and then you got in touch with me. This was like Friday evening, and you were like, I've got an interview Monday morning, and I was like, this guy has got to be taking the piss, right? And you're like, no, I've got, and I was like, and I almost sent like a really ragey message back because you messaged me through WeChat, and you're like, no, literally, I only just got the message like this morning. I was like, oh damn. And then we prepared for that, and it wasn't successful. But actually, it's crazy when you think about doing 50 job applications. Like, what's sort of been the highs and lows for you before getting a job? Can you remember those moments? It was kind of almost giving up or just thinking like, oh, it's not for me.
Well, when I have like 3 or 4 rejection letter in a week time, and I always think, oh, am I not good at this? Am I lack of some sort of personalities or skills that they don't want? That's why they don't want me. But I don't feel like I should give up if I invest so much and put so much effort in it, and with others' help as well. So just keep working on it, keep focusing on the targets. Yeah, eventually I made it. But well, when I did the first interview with one of the company, it was disaster, I have to say. But then after that, once you get hands-on experience with that, and you will do better. You will do better with practice.
Yeah, I mean they completely took the piss though. I mean they were a nationally recognized like big utilities company. So, and that's the thing people don't realize, like sometimes companies are badly organized, and we did the best that we could, but in a way, that failure really sort of set you up, and you can't see it at the time, but the failures will set you up for future success because you just kind of compressed. I think we had a Zoom call Saturday afternoon, and you were basically like, "Fuck, what do I do? What do I do?" I was like, "Dude, there's nothing you can really do. These are the constraints. Let's do the best that we can." But just treat it as practice, which you did. You bombed, but you got better. And what you're saying about the failures, it's even though it's not personal, it's hard to not take that personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, cool. I mean, I guess on the other side, and now you've got a couple of months before your job starts, and it's a great place to be. It's a great feeling. I mean, looking back, was there anything that you would have changed? Anything you do differently, or any advice that you give to? Because like you shared, you watched videos on our channel just like this. So I guess what advice would you give to somebody who's watching you? What would you say?
Well, don't be hesitant to contact Mike. This is definitely not a scam to anyone who's listening right now. He's very helpful. He will always answer my message. I remember the day before my assessment center, it was like 7 or 8 p.m. and he still helped me out. He still had practice with me going through what should I do for assessment center. So he's definitely the go-to guy, I would say.
Thank you. Well, look, you're really kind, but I think being such a good guy, working really, really hard, and the credit really does belong with you. And I wish you the best of luck with your new job.
Thank you.